Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy here once again, Young V, shooting you another fantastic, educational, hopefully for you guys, video, just to bring you hope, bring you light, bring you change, hopefully within your life. So then, therefore, you guys can have the potential tools and resources and knowledge, if you will, to go make the impact in the world that you need. So then, therefore, you become the best version of yourself in that process. So, yeah, guys, I'm excited. I'm always really privileged to be here. Always grateful to be with you guys, to be able to educate you and learn from you guys as well. And I'm really grateful for that experience. We can grow and learn from each other. Age is just a number, right? It's just it's a mental thing, right? You can be young and teach someone older some stuff, or you can be older, like always, and teach younger people some new stuff. So can't that old saying, how they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You sure can, right? So don't believe that. Just because you're older doesn't mean you can't learn something new. I like to think of it as like clay. I use this analogy called it's the clay analogy. A lot of people know this already, where everything's being molded, right? You're being molded, and as you get as younger, it's pliable, right? No problem. You can mold yourself and change and become better. But as you get older, it gets harder and harder to mold that clay. Air and lack of water, it just gets harder. It can be pliable, but it gets harder to change it. And that's kind of how I see it with people in their age. Same clay. What's the difference? It's just age, time, and the lack of water, and it's starting to dry up, right? But you can still change it. So just need more water, right? So anyways, on to today's video, guys. So but yeah, so talking today just about I guess you say this is like a little relationship advice in regards of just kind of the mindset and how we men need to vet basically our potential, I guess you can say, partners, right? If you're in the dating world. If not, this is just for the guys that are in the dating mindset and out there looking for their potential lady or whatnot, or partner, whatever the case may be. I'm just gonna dive right into it, guys. We need to become very diligent with vetting our potential partners, right? We need to, we're monogamous or not, we need to make sure we're vetting them, because nowadays more than ever, like it's very serious. Because you have I just got to get right into it. Like, you have divorce, it's like the number one thing. It's just like, it seems like it's like I don't know, some type of a fad or some type of culture thing, where it's like, it's cool to get divorced and stuff like that. I've seen it on billboards here in Vegas, all over the place. But now I'm really starting to see it in all these kind of relationships out there in the world, especially high profile people. I mean, people getting divorced left and right. It's ridiculous. And it doesn't give people a lot of confidence and trust in, especially us men, because it almost incentivizes the women to, leave, right? They get money when they separate from the guy, and it's like the guy gets really nothing, really gets screwed, because he gets his lifestyle that he built, his legacy, all that he had built, kind of just goes to the wayside. And he really doesn't get a chance to even see his kids a lot of the times, in the courts like that. There's not in his favor. So I've heard it said that even when that does happen, sometimes the women cause, now this isn't a bash against women, this is just us guys talking, just so you guys understand the dynamics of what's going on, so you can protect yourselves and make the right choices. That's all it is, the best that you can. So when it comes to the divorcing, and when it comes to kids, all that kind of stuff, I've heard it said that sometimes the ladies cause pain in a man's life by not letting him see his own children. And I've witnessed that, and I've heard it from multiple men in my own world and my own life, that they don't get a chance to see their kids because of the whole relationship aspect, things like that. It's pretty unfortunate. We've all had certain things in our past, but I'm grateful to have what I have, my father in my life. And it's just it's unfortunate for a lot of the times, because a lot of us don't realize as men that this is what's happening. So it almost doesn't incentivize men at all. It really punishes men for marriage, which is crazy, because that's not what it's for. Marriage is, it's a sacred thing for each other, but it almost makes men have to think or second guess nowadays. Is it worth that? Is it worth getting a ring and things like that for a special lady. And I still would say yeah, but it's the fact that you got to be very careful as men. You have to make the best decision possible, because there's not a lot of things that are willing to help us out there when it comes to dating and when it comes to marriage. I just see it all the time, and it's becoming more and more common that divorce is the most common thing now. Like I said, guys are paying out their butt to provide their spouse a life that no longer exists between each other, forever, right? You've got like Jeff Bezos, and we've got Bill Gates, and we've gotten Dr. Dre, and we got, I mean, I can continue to go on and on. I mean, that's just like a few. There's so many more that it's just one thing after another, and it's just crazy on the cultural thing. But it's so funny how society won't talk about these kind of things. It'll talk about all these other silly things out there, but they won't talk about the things that actually matter, like value, right? Family values, and the things that keep us growing together. And it's also proven study why is that kids grow up better when they have their father in the household, period. And I get this whole single mother movement where moms think they can raise a kid by themselves, and I'm gonna stand firm on that and believe and tell you guys that that's not how it's supposed to work, and it ain't gonna work. Okay, you need to have the father in the household, period. Mothers have the children, but fathers end up raising the children as far as like giving them direction. I may have said this in other videos, but young boys end up becoming more criminals when they don't have their father in their life. Young women end up becoming more promiscuous and doing other things they shouldn't be doing to seek validation when their father isn't in the household. So it has nothing to do with the mother's ability. It has everything to do with what's practical and actually works, right? People need to get over their emotions and actually come together and figure out what works. And people are going to pay the price. It's what it is. They're going to pay the price, and they're going to wonder what's wrong, because the home isn't the way it used to be. And remember when we used to sit down and have dinner at the table with all 4 or 5 people, and family would come over, and there'd be no TV, there'd be no nothing. We'd all just sit down and eat, have a great time. Nowadays everybody's in their own room with their iPad and their own TV, and no one's really engaging in conversations like they did once before. So we're all isolated in a sense, and the system, it's working, right? It's working. It's playing, and we're playing into the system's favor, and it's working against us, and a lot of us need to go ahead and bring those family values together, even in culture. Black community, our culture isn't really mentioned like it should. We don't have really a lot of leaders, if you will, stepping up out there. I would say this in any culture. We have a lot of followers, but not a lot of leaders. But staying on topic, there's a lot of stuff I'm gonna be covering, obviously on our channel. But I'm just, it's kind of sad, But hope is still there, But like I always say, guys, you need to make sure you're vetting the right kind of women, and make sure that they're the right suit for you and your potential children, your offspring, right? Because you can get the wrong woman. Don't allow their beauty, right, and get caught under their beautiful woman spell, if you will, and allow that to make you make emotional decisions. We're logical as men for a reason. Women are emotional for their reasons, but as men we need to make the logical reasons, because we're the provider. We're the ones that are putting our life on the line. We're the ones doing all the things that providers do, that make us so special as men. But I just want you guys to take a thought and think about this for a little bit, and don't let the world condition you and tell you what you think you should do. You need to find out what 99% of what everyone else is doing, and have the guts to do the complete opposite, because everybody's doing what everyone else is doing, but they're not standing for something. They're falling for absolutely everything, but no one's standing for anything. So I challenge you guys, to go ahead and stand for something. Stand for what the future you want, whether you want to be with someone monogamous or not, doesn't matter. I'm calling men up to become leaders, right? Regardless if this is something for you, that's not the point. The point is just to become somebody that can be a light out there, and attract the right kind of people in your life, and that's what it's all about, becoming the best version of yourself. So but yeah, I can go on about this, and let me know what you guys think. Comment below, please let us know what you think, and what's your thought on current relationships, and your idea on marriage. And I'm 100% with you guys. If you guys say I'm not getting married, I get it 100%, guys. I respect it, and this is a men's channel. Like I say, most people aren't gonna understand. They're gonna understand the world's view of things, but not really understand what, you know, say again, our channel as what men, what we're trying to talk about here and understand here. The world's got us all believing that, you know, life is the way it is, or marriage, it seems like it's just like a transaction, really, instead of for values and principles and things that actually matter. You know, it's unfortunate, but we men need to come together. You know, this is the time that us men need to come together and just, like I said, give me your comments below, and love to hear from you guys and what you guys think. So, but yeah, so that's it, guys. I always love hearing from you. I always love talking to you. And yeah, so other than that, guys, you guys be safe, and we will get back together again soon. So anyways, you guys get hit with Alpadonia. Be safe. Take care. Bye.